Thomas was the son of a railway employee whose job required frequent relocations to different cities. As a result, Thomas spent much of his early life moving from place to place before his family eventually settled in Mumbai. It was in Mumbai that Thomas completed most of his education. From a young age, Thomas had dreams of joining the Merchant Navy. However, by the time he was ready to apply, he had crossed the age limit and could not fulfill the criteria. His aspirations took a new direction after he was inspired by watching the movie The Towering Inferno. This inspiration led him to enroll in an architecture course at L.S. Raheja School of Architecture. Thomas graduated in 1982 and obtained his license in 1983.
One of my friends who had already joined as a trainee in marine engineering, he took me to see a movie, and the movie was called The Towering Inferno. The story is about an architect. He makes a skyscraper and the mayor, everybody in town is there to inaugurate. After the inauguration is just getting over, the building catches fire. And then the architect is summoned because it's a brand new building, drawings and locations are not known to anybody. So the architect comes, he comes in a helicopter. So that was my initial push towards architecture.
Thomas' first job was with Dara P. Mistry and Partners, a very strict firm known for its rigorous standards and attention to detail. He worked there for 3 years, honing his skills and becoming very particular about his work. During this time, Thomas got married and found himself in need of more money. This necessity led him to take a job with Godrej as a company architect. Working at Godrej was a pivotal experience for Thomas, as it provided him with opportunities to work across a variety of projects over the next 5 years.
There was an opportunity in Godrej. So I applied. Finally, I made through all the interviews and I was the one selected for being an architect with Godrej. But I had a good opportunity to do a varied amount of work. While I found auditoriums for them, Godrej Bagh, a fire temple in Malwa hillside. So these are out of the way projects. So quite interesting.
Despite his success at Godrej, Thomas noticed a lack of Malayali representation in the field of architecture. This observation inspired him to become one of the first independent Malayali architects in Mumbai. In 1986, he took on a side project to execute a church in Vashi. His exemplary work on this project led to several factory projects in the MIDC area around Navi Mumbai. Encouraged by this success, Thomas made the bold decision to resign from Godrej and start his own practice. This decision was met with strong opposition from his father, who believed that leaving a stable job at Godrej was a mistake. Nonetheless, Thomas was determined and managed to convince his family. He began his independent practice with 5 to 6 projects in hand.
And luckily I got a break. It's a church to be built in Vashi. That was the first project I got. By the time the project was getting over, I started getting inquiries. So MIDC, I got 2 inquiries, one in Taloja, one in Mape. So I got into that. Godrej gave me the experience of doing all kinds of work. Then I thought I would leave my Godrej job.
However, 6 months into his new venture, Thomas found that new inquiries had dried up, leading to anxiety about the future. He began looking for another job and secured a position with Premier Automobiles, which required extensive travel across the country. He worked there for 3 years, during which he also took on a few parallel projects. In 1989, Thomas felt the entrepreneurial calling once again and decided to quit his job to pursue individual projects. This was his second attempt at starting his own practice, and very few have the courage to make a comeback after a first failed attempt. By 1990, he had started his architectural practice in earnest. He hired 2 employees, marketed himself vigorously.
During this time, getting clients was a problem. So literally I self-marketed myself. I get a lead that somebody has got a plot in this area, they want to do something. With the information, I'll go to their office, give my card. Sometimes they never used to call you inside. I used to park myself in the reception. Till that guy gets kind of guilty feeling, so he got me inside. I had a good strike rate. 10 people I meet, 8 I could convert.
Relied on his resilience and experience, especially in industrial and institutional projects, to build his business. His experience with MIDC projects, known for being within budget and efficiently executed, helped him carve out a niche in the industry.
So there are a lot of inputs, pharma, then you have. I did one based on nuclear medicine. When I started, for example, this textile industry was in full boom. Correct. Dyeing, printing, all methodologies of textile production. We established factories for that. Okay. Then today the ongoing most important thing in industry is the data center. We've done quite a few now. Feel happy about doing that also.
By 2014, Thomas had expanded his operations, investing in multiple offices and delving into housing development. He continually sought to learn and grow, successfully completing multiple projects. Satisfied with his achievements, he believed he had found his calling. An exciting opportunity arose when Thomas was offered a partnership in Bahrain, leading to the establishment of their own organization there. His son later joined the business, taking on project responsibilities and continuing the family legacy. In addition to his professional achievements, Thomas became involved in teaching as a visiting faculty member and served as a trustee for several schools. His career is a testament to his dedication, resilience, and continuous pursuit of excellence in the field of architecture.
Today when I look back, at least 200 plus people have passed through my office as employees. They have got the best experience, they have been placed in better positions. So I feel happy I was able to employ people, their families survive on what they take as a salary. So I think this is something you do for society, not for your own self. So you feel happy.
Their current focus is to build a portfolio in redevelopment projects, where they are gaining significant traction. From being employed to turning professional and then making it a successful practice has been the hallmark of Thomas' journey, especially given his non-business background and conservative upbringing. He initially created a niche and expanded across various industries and sectors, eventually reaching a position of unparalleled experience in the city. Over his 34-year career, Thomas completed more than 1,000 projects.